Infinitives are formed by putting the word to in front of the simple form of a verb. To go, to be, to do, and to work. So we are putting to before the simple form of verb. We may call it V1. So it is actually the combination of to followed by the verb in its simple form or the base form. So actually it is 2 plus V1, first or simple form of the verb preceded by to. As long as we know what the simple form of the verb is, we can form an infinitive quite easily. I need to go shopping. So over here we are using to go as an infinitive in this sentence. So this is to followed by the simple form go. I need to go shopping. And in this sentence we are using to be as infinitive. It's important to be on time for class. It's important, and then we have this to followed by the base form or simple form of verb be. It's important to be on time for class. And in this particular sentence we are using to do. To do well on a test we have to study. Again we are using to study over here. That is also an infinitive. To do well on a test we have to study. An infinitive functions a little bit like a noun in a sentence. So in this example, here is the subject I, and then we have got this want, that is verb. I want a sandwich. So this is the subject of this sentence, and this is the verb, and then this is an object over here in this sentence. I want a sandwich. Here is the subject, this one is the verb, and then here is the object. So if we write this sentence over here, I want to eat. Again over here in this sentence, I is the subject and want is the verb. I corresponds this. We are not changing the subject. It remains the same as in this sentence, I. Then the main verb or the verb remains also the same one. Want, want. I want, I want. And then in place of a sandwich, we are putting an infinitive, to eat. So to eat is functioning like an object, just as in this sentence over here. It is functioning like an object. I want to eat. I want a sandwich. So both the sentences are correct grammatically and structurally. So I remains I, want remains want, and then in place of the subject, in place of the object in this sentence, a sandwich, we are putting to eat. So this to eat is the object of this sentence because it is functioning like an object just as in this sentence. So I want to eat. I want to eat. In previous sentence we know that I want a sandwich, where the sandwich is the object, but over here this particular part, that is the infinitive to eat, is the object of this verb, that is want. I want to eat. I need information. This is the subject, and then this is the verb, and information is a noun, and it is functioning as an object in this sentence. I need information. Over here I have put the word information just after the infinitive to get. I over here is the subject, need is the verb, and then we are using to get. To get. And then it remains the same object. I need to get information. These two sentences have basically the same meaning. The difference, however, is that this is the infinitive to get, and then this information becomes the object of the infinitive. So this is information that becomes the object of this infinitive. I need to get what? Information. So this is actually controlling information. So information gets to be the object of the infinitive to get. She wants to go. Here is the infinitive to go. To, and then a simple form of the verb, and after the subject and the verb it is being used. This is the subject and then this is the verb, and then we are using this infinitive. She wants to go. So after subject and verb we may use infinitive. They hope to be successful. So again over here, to followed by the simple form of verb, they hope to be successful. Here is the infinitive to be, and then here is an adjective, this one. This is the subject, this is the verb, and then this is infinitive that is followed by successful, which is an adjective. And this is being used after the infinitive to be. They hope to be successful. We want to leave. Here is the subject we, and then want is the verb, and then we have got this infinitive in this case as well. We want to leave. This subject and then this verb, and then we have this infinitive to leave. The kids need to eat. Over here the kids is the subject, need is the verb, and then we have got this infinitive to eat. So the kids need to eat. And then I like to teach. I like to teach. I is the subject over here, like is the verb, and then this is the infinitive to teach. Infinitive often explains why a person does something. So after the verb like, we normally put an infinitive. I like to play, I like to teach, I like to run, I like to eat, whatever you write. So this verb often takes an infinitive after it. But as I said, infinitives often explain why a person does something. So if I ask a question, why did Jane go to the store? If that is the question, the answer will be Jane went to the store to get some bread. Jane went to the store to get some bread. Over here, the subject is Jane, and then this is the verb went. This is a prepositional phrase, so this is not an infinitive. Rather, To get is an infinitive because it follows the rule to followed by simple form of the verb get. So this is over here an infinitive, to get. Jane went to the store. So this is a prepositional phrase that starts with the preposition to, but it is not to be mingled or mixed with the infinitive. It doesn't follow the basic form or the simple form of the verb, so it's not an infinitive. Jane went to the store to get some bread, and this answer is in response to the question asked, why did she go to the store? So she went to the store to get some bread. So that's why infinitives often explain why a person does something. John left India to find a job in Canada. Over here, John is the subject and this is the verb left. John left India to find. This is to followed by the simple form find, to find, which is an infinitive. John left India to find a job in Canada. So the question to this answer would be, why did he leave India? So the reason was to find a job. The infinitive to find explains why he left India.